So I wanted to raise the car up so I could clean off the carnage from the Flyer ESC that burst into flames and, you know, find a good home for the new ESC. And I was like, all right, well, let's pull out the QuickJacks. That's when I realized, yeah, you just had shoulder surgery a couple months ago. You're not pulling these things out. I bought wheels to put on them, little tiny casters. And I'm going to put a link in the description below where you can get these things on Amazon. But, you know, so I bought a pack of, what do you need, 8 of these things, right? And there's a way to make brackets. There's plenty of plans online and everything else. I'm like, you know what? I just need to move this thing in and out. And suddenly it dawned on me, there's a really easy, cheap, and cheerful way to do this, and that's through the magic of zip ties. I will say this, the zip ties I'm using are really, really old. They're actually old Harbor Freight, when Harbor Freight zip ties were crap. They're actually pretty decent now, but if for those of you who must know, they're 3.5 millimeters wide that fits through the holes. But anyway, all you really need to do is put them on these bars, and I put them in the back already. You can see where the zip ties are. That's where the casters are. So the real key with setting this up is you have to raise the whole unit off the floor except where the casters are. Towards that end, I just used that 1/4-inch plywood that came in the packaging. Place these things on here, and it's just as simple. Here, let me put this thing together, and I'll show you how we do it. So first of all, these casters, there's a bigger spacing between the bolt holes this way than there is this way. So you want the wider way. That happens to perfectly fit around the brackets. And obviously you want to put the zip ties in a very specific direction. So in this case, you want to be able to tighten them on the outside. So obviously you just feed it through like this. And I like to keep the wheel facing in the direction where it's going to give you the least amount of lift, because that way you know it's not going to bottom out, if that makes any kind of sense to you whatsoever. But all shall become clear here shortly. Okay, so that's it for that. And then we just, it's a little tricky with the bum shoulder. I can't really lift this. Okay. Through great discomfort, I think that's what doctors call it. All right, so once it's in that happy spot where it's putting a little bit of pressure up, all you need to do is tighten the zip ties. And it is just that simple. You can go a little nuts with tightening them, you know, but no need. So there you have it. You might need to tweak the positioning of the casters a bit, but now look, it's nice. Even a guy with a bad shoulder can do this now. All right, you can clearly see that once the QuickJack goes up, the wheel goes off the ground pretty quick. There you go. Just that simple. That's how it works. So that's a pretty cool quick tip, I think. And when you take it down, you just go down. And you might need to push down a little bit to lift the center section up, but it's one-handed operation from there on out. There's your quick tip for the day. Subscribe.